service organization which gave me an opportunity to hoist a national flag and also pay my gratitude and respect to this service organization headed by the management trustee, Mr. Santanam, and dynamic director, followed by GM and host of officers and executives and number of administrative staff and supervisors doing an excellent, loyal, devoted service to keep us happy at this old age. So for the organization, I have owed my thanks. Now coming to my personal things, I have to say something. No doubt, I got into the service. I am the economics MA degree holder. I got into the government job, government audit for all the ministries, and I served there very efficiently. And 2 production units as a cost and management auditor, ICL and wheel and axle plant. In this, when I was in income tax audit, I wrote an examination, very tough examination, and I had to pass that examination, which gave me the benefit of practicing as an income tax practitioner after my retirement. I thought I can earn money after my retirement, but God has destined me, Lord Venkatachalamurthy and Vaidyanatha Swami, to serve some of the service organizations like. So I got into the management auditor, internal computer information system auditor in Apollo Hospital. It is a great service organization, you should know, for 8 years. And again, I became a faculty member and examiner in the 3 prestigious professional institutes like Cost and Management, Internal Audit Institution, USA, and Chartered Accountants Institute. So, I devoted the entire 15 years of my life in the service organization, doing service to this institution. That is what I wanted to say. That's why I am putting my personal name, or else I did not. I am an all-round extracurricular activities. I am an all-round cricketer representing school and inter-college tournament and represented Madras University in A-Division League prior. Served as a national coordinator for senior and officer, and I represented on the Republic Day period of 1955. Lastly, I have coordinated many seminars and conferences and workshops in these institutes. This is a personal trumpet which I have blown it. Why I have blown it? Because I am destined to be in the service organization. Even though I can be leading a very good life, luxurious life in USA, but God has destined me like this. So that's why I gave it personal history. Now, coming to that point today, the Indian Constitution, the Republic Day parade is more significant in our Indian history than Independence Day. The main reason is the Constitution of India came into effect 26 January 1950. The Constitution was adopted on 26 November 1949 and it came into effect 26 January 1950. So we all celebrate this day with a pomp and glory, especially in capital India. You must be knowing that our Indian Constitution is adopted mostly from the British Constitution. But one difference is that British Constitution doesn't have like us. It is made by convention. They don't have a constitution. It is still on this day, it is ruled by convention. But whereas our Indian Constitution was a written one, it is not by convention, It is a written constitution, and that day the Ambedkar gave our constitution in spirit. Next, the important aspect is that Indian constitution is supreme and not the parliament. The constitution is supreme in India, but not the parliament. That we should note. Is supreme and the parliament, whereas in British parliament, whereas constitution is vested in the authority of the parliament members. To judge the constitutionality, the law passed by parliament, preamble of the constitution. We, the people of India, have solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought and expression, belief, faith, and equality of status, and opportunity of worship, promote among them all, assuming the dignity of the individual and unity and integrity of the nation. The words sovereign, socialist, secular have been introduced by 42nd Amendment, which came into force 18 December 1976. You must know this constitution, why it got socialist republic, because our previous Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru was a Fabian socialist, and he also studied more of a Lenin's communism. So he wanted to be a socialistic state, which he presided over. So he insisted that it should be a socialist. The word sovereign, socialist, secular have been introduced in 42nd Amendment, which came into force on 18 December 1976. It must be noted that people of India gave the Constitution of India themselves. The Constitution has been divided into four parts. The first article says, India, that is Bharat, shall be union of states. Nowhere in the Constitution we find the word federal, because our Indian Constitution is a federal one, whereas the British one is a unitary one. That's why I said federal nature. It is generally said that our Constitution is a quasi-federal in nature, designed to work as a federal in normal times and as a unitary states in emergency. But the best and correct interpretation is union of states. There are 25 states and 7 union territories. The sanguine future of our Constitution was sovereignty of the people, adult friendship, abolition of princely states, Supreme Court in place of Privy Council, the abolition instead of Privy Council in Britain, abolition of untouchability, abolition of titles, and making certain interpretation provisions in the Constitution rigid while retaining flexibility in the Constitution. Citizenship. The second part of the Constitution defines citizenship. It provides for a single uniform citizenship, unlike the USA, where you have to know, while the citizens has a dual citizenship, one for the state which he resides and one for the federal. This is a very important feature. The citizenship of India is acquired by birth, descendant, and naturalization. Fundamental rights. This is most important point. The most important contains Articles 30, Article 12 to 35, the fundamental rights. Some of the provisions are in nature prohibitive and place constitutional litigants on the authority of the state. The object of the fundamental rights might be in a position to claim these rights. Secondly, they must be binding not only on central government Please note, even village panchayats. But the Bill of Rights in the USA imposes limitations on the national government alone only. This is a great feature in our constitution. Article 13(2) of our constitution states, the state shall not make any law which takes away or breaches the rights conferred by law, specifically. It has been debated whether the word law includes constitutional amendment. And according to the judgment in the Keshav Bharati in 1973, this is made clear that Parliament can amend the fundamental rights. Thus, the Supreme Court shifted back to its original position in A.K. Gopalan's case of 1945 that Parliament is omnipotent. Again, the Supreme Court reversed the judgment and Parliament has no power to abridge, take away the fundamental rights. So, Article 368, which is amendment to Constitution, is only the procedure and not power of Parliament. So, from this we have to know that a Parliament cannot do anything. Constitution is the supreme. That's why we have to pray for this in our public day. Then, directive principles of state policy. Part 4 of our Constitution contains directive principles and directive principles of the state policy, which declared according to Article 36 to 51 fundamental in the governance of the country. Dr. Ambedkar said